Hello everyone and welcome back to the vlog. I certainly didn't expect to be doing another one, and I didn't expect to be doing it in the same location. And I had planned to sit up on the hill, but as you know, if you've been with me here a while, it can get pretty windy in this high country. So we're in the kitchen today of the tiny home, and it's a bit echoey. We do have footsteps of the dogs walking around, which you may hear. There's also wind coming down the chimney, which you also may hear. And since there's no furniture or mats or anything, it is a little bit echoey, but it's the best I can do to share this story with you. It's a beauty. And so, no, don't be kissing me, doggies. So what I thought I'd do, just to keep you entertained a little bit, is I'll share a little bit of the footage, or I'll share the footage that I have taken over the last few months, which is not a lot because I haven't been out of the land much at all. But here I am. And the big news is that the journey continues. I've taken the house and land off the market. So it's been a huge journey of surrender, and that's one of the beautiful things that surrender is, that when you fully let go, you get what you want. And so nothing's really changed out here. I mean, I'm getting a hip replacement, so that gives me a little bit of hope for better mobility. But there's still all the things I listed in the last vlog. But the difference is I've had a few months off, and I realised that I'd been doing it hard. From the moment I decided to buy this place, it was just huge. Relocating, leaving behind the comfortable, lovely life we had, coming down here, just getting the place all-weather accessible for the vehicle, and then, you know, getting the earth ready for the house, or the designing, working with the builder to design the house, and then the shed, you know, all these decisions, getting the shed done, like deciding on the shed, ordering the shed, finding a builder for the shed, getting the concrete down, the shed's behind the house, a couple of water tanks. It was huge, it was just too much, and I think that's why I was so overwhelmed in the last vlog, and why I had to let it go. It all just got too hard, and I wasn't willing to live like that. And by letting it go for a few months, I witnessed my hope for someone buying the place, because I did put it on the market, and some people came through and had a look and everything. But I witnessed my hope turning to dread, and I realised that I didn't want to sell it. But I still hadn't quite convinced myself. And then I was out here one day not long ago, and because it's quite gravelly soil, when people have been inspecting the place, there's no floor mat outside yet, so it brings in a little bit of gravel, and I noticed that it needed a clean, so a sweep. So my mum and I were out here, and Mum was cleaning the windowsills, and I was sweeping my daughter's room, which is just the next room over from the kitchen. And as I was sweeping, I felt like I was sweeping my home. And until then, I really hadn't connected with this house. I loved it, I thought it was sweet, and I was really proud of what I'd created. But it had just been so hard, everything had just been too hard. And as I was sweeping, I felt like it was my daughter's room, and I was sweeping my daughter's room. So we went up the hill, and the openness and how vast and beautiful it was, which was the whole reason I bought this land. It just got inside my heart again, and I knew that it was too beautiful to leave. I can't leave this land at this time, and I certainly can't sell it without having lived here. So it was a journey of surrender, complete surrender. I mean, I invested in marketing fees and everything for the real estate, and then it just called me back. My connection with this place is already too strong. Now hop down, sweetheart. And so the journey continues with the vlog. We haven't moved out here yet. We're not able to move here till we get a big fence up for the dogs, because the wildlife The dogs don't really have much common sense. They're smart in other ways. But to keep the dogs contained when we're out, plus keep the wildlife out so we can go out and hop down, sweetheart. And I still have to get the solar. There's a couple of things that still need doing. So the journey continues, and I will share more with you on the vlog, and perhaps the vlog will just become a homesteading type vlog where I just share what happens out here. I'm not really putting any pressure on myself for how it will evolve, but I know that when we're living out here, which still could be a few months, and I'd really like to get my hip done before we do, and I'm in a queue for that. So I do know that living out here, there will be too many beautiful moments to not share. And I'm really grateful for all of you who have shared this journey so far with me. So it just feels so much easier now. It feels easy and flowing, and even though, yeah, I've had some people on my team who have wasted my time, I've also realised that life has sent me so many good people as well, and there's other aspects of our life that are just showing that we are where we're meant to be. And my daughter's really happy in this region, and it took me a long time to let go from up north. I think that was half the problem, that I was really struggling to let go of my mates and the food culture and everything else from up north. But I did start looking at real estate and considering going back up there. But I realised I don't want to live without winter, not without a proper winter, which we get here. And I just didn't want to go back. I was called here, and then within an hour of sweeping the floor and being up on the hill, I just knew it was time to continue the journey. And since then, everything has just felt so much easier and flowing. And so now both of us, my daughter and I, are really excited and wish we could be out here now, but you know, I always trust in readiness and timing. I speak about that in my book Bloom. I even have a song I wrote that's, you can hear it through Apple and Spotify, it's called Timing. And it really does come down to readiness and timing, and I've let go of so much in the last few months, and I'm just so, yeah, my heart is just overflowing for this place, and I'm so grateful that I had the courage to let go, because it was too hard. So any tears I'm crying today are only happy tears. Thanks for sharing the journey, friends, and we'll just, I'll share some more with you as it happens.